Broadcasting from Ocean West Studios in America's finest city, this is Tonight in San Diego. This week's guests, relationship therapist Katie Brooks, and tonight's music guest, Dr. Seahorse. And here's your host, David
What's up, guys? How you all doing tonight, San Diego? I have terrible, horrible news for you all. It's our season finale. And Josh Pearson broke up with me. And Valentine's Day is next week. No, but for real, I can't believe this. I can't believe it. Teelan, can you believe this?
No, I can't.
6 episodes and 6 weeks we've been doing this straight. I mean, it sounds like nothing because everybody else is these like every day. But for us,
it's so fast.
I know. I'm
gonna miss seeing everybody every week.
I know, but we're only gone for 6 weeks, so it's really not that heinous. We can make it.
All right.
We can make it. And you guys will come back and see us,
Don't
right?
cry. Don't cry.
See us. They'll come back for us. They'll come back for us. Okay, I don't know what that was. I just felt like doing that. I was like, oh, come back, they're coming back. Miriam, no!
Calm down.
I have no idea what that was.
I don't either.
I feel like it was like a giant ant about to eat my baby, you know? That's what I pictured in my head the whole time. But tonight is also our Valentine's Day. That's why, I got the pink.
I like your pink. You look good.
Got the pink
You look good.
tie. Thank you. I picked this out myself. My mom didn't have to help me.
Did you tie the tie yourself?
So, that was fun. I did.
Okay.
I used a YouTube video and everything.
You're getting better every week, you know.
I know. I get a better instructor every week. He's like, this time loop it around the side. And I'm like, this is so cool. I know what I'm doing. Okay, so double Windsor. So for Valentine's Day, of course, we have to have a very special Valentine's Day guest. So we have Katie Brooks here, and she is a relationship therapist, and she's gonna tell us why I'm still single. And of course, we have Dr. Seahorse as our musical guest. I'm super excited. But of course, before we talk about all that stuff, we gotta get to our local headline. So this week, Nicki Minaj, she launched a contest for her fans. They can actually win a prize pack of her upcoming fashion line. In it, you would win, of course, a pink wig, gold rings, 1 pound of makeup, and several other items required to win RuPaul's Drag Race. And a cult of retirees based out of El Cajon, that's right, hit national headlines lately because they said that their leader was Satan incarnate. Yes, I know. I'm like, what is that? Well, if there weren't crazy old people in El Cajon, then Brona would have nobody to pose for their Loosest Slots promo. What can I say? Ooh. A study showed this year that 29% of women would ideally want some type of plastic surgery for Valentine's Day. It's kind of interesting. It's weird. While 100% of men said they just wanted sex. Facebook celebrated its 10th anniversary this week actually. To celebrate, the site launched a look back page. There you can see how much time you've wasted on Facebook. And the world's oldest flamingo died recently. It was 83 years old. I know, can you believe that? And in the entire time they had it, they had no idea, I'm kidding you not, they had no idea what sex it was. Not even joking you. Yeah. It was thin, pink, and gender ambiguous. That's why they named it Tilda Swinton. In other news, San Diego is no longer the meth capital of America! Let's get it on! get my weave back on. Hold up. Done. It's true though. But sadly, in that time we were dancing, we became number 1 again. Darn you, East County. Many fans were upset at the Super Bowl, of course, because the Red Hot Chili Peppers were miming their instruments. So they were saying that, you know, it's just not fair to show that you're playing live, and there's all those other sorts. Anyway, the real losers here were the Broncos fans who spent $3K on tickets to see 2 of their favorite teams totally fake it and miss out.
Suck my kiss!
And finally, the Spaghetti Warehouse in Dallas, Texas is hosting a Valentine's Day dinner for 2 this year that includes an appetizer to share, 2 entrees, and a dessert of your choice. So if you're lonely this Valentine's Day, just remember it's better than living in Texas and thinking that it's romantic to eat in a warehouse on Valentine's Day. And that concludes this week's local headlines. Well, San Diego, we have a very important decision ahead of us, so we present you a brand new segment we call Political Bombardment. Yeah, See, as you know, we have a very important, very important mayoral race going on right now. The worry, of course, though, is that only old people are going to vote again. That's really, I don't know how they determine who's an old person, but that's what they're saying they're worried about. So the political candidates are actually going out there, David Alvarez and Kevin Falconer, in order to get younger people voting for these things. So they are been partying around. I heard about this, T-Lin. They've been going around town, going around everywhere to get themselves in front of a camera. We've got some pictures actually of them out and about. Both of them are actually seen schmoozing it up at the Grammys. Let's see, I think we have one of Kevin Falconer. This is him in front of the thing. Surprised that scary clown wasn't there next to him.
Smokey the Bear hat.
It's a cool hat. And then, but I really think that Alvarez was the one who won on this one, because look at that picture. Yeah, he's schmoozing it. He's like, vote for me. Look, vote for me. And then, of course, Kevin Falconer was also seen in Miami recently, dancing it up. There it is, yes. That is in its wild habitat. And then, was it zebra dress? Looks like a bed sheet I used to have. And then David Alvarez was also seen at the Super Bowl recently. So, Bruno Mars looks like Michael Jackson, like pre-90s in that picture. I don't know what that is. All right. Well, hopefully some of that will get people who are younger to vote, or maybe just made the Grammys and Super Bowl look a lot lamer. I'm not sure which one it was. Anyway, it's what they were doing. I didn't say it was funny. I just said it's what they were doing. Anyway, you guys, we'll be back right after this with Katie Brooks. Studio audience, please welcome to the stage relationship counselor, Katie Brooks!
Tell me, what roads look along? I've got to know the answer.
I like the Valentine's Day red.
Thanks.
I
My
do.
feet don't touch the ground.
We got a large couch. We were supposed to hold giant band people on there, so
Yeah.
it had to suit everybody.
Something that I'm used to.
It's how your patients must feel on their big giant couch. So is that what happened? Is that a real thing still? Do they do that?
I do have a big giant couch. I don't make them lay on it though.
Oh, okay. Like, lay down, relax. Tell me your personal secrets. So how are you doing? Excited for Valentine's Day?
I am.
You are? Really?
Yeah.
What do you think about people who are not excited for Valentine's Day? That's a thing.
I think that is definitely a thing. And it's okay. It's absolutely okay. I mean, if you don't have a significant other, I wouldn't blame you for not being excited. At one point, I wasn't excited either.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your practice and what you do.
I'm a psychotherapist, a licensed clinical social worker, and also a yoga therapist. I have a holistic practice going on right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of different things. So do you ever incorporate all three of those things? Like, can you find like relationship yoga, psychotherapy? Like, is that a thing?
Well, the relationship yoga I haven't worked out yet,
Okay.
but it's coming soon.
Kama Sutra.
Right. Breathe into your partner.
Harry, breathe into me.
Hold on.
I'm doing that way. Let me know when you launch that. I'll show it by myself. So do you think that Valentine's Day is good for couples, or does it put too much pressure on couples? I mean, what is your view overall on Valentine's Day?
I love Valentine's Day for couples.
Okay.
Only for the simple fact that a lot of the times couples don't make their relationship a priority. After a long time of being together, you kind of forget there's all these different responsibilities involved, children, house, bills, all these things going on. And so it's that special day to celebrate your love for one another.
Yeah, totally. That makes a ton of sense, actually. So I mean, I hear a lot of flack. I can hear like, "Oh, I love it." You know, especially people who have kids. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's fun for them because they get to make all the arts and crafts.
Right.
But then when you ask them about their own personal relationship, like, "Oh, you know, we're gonna try to get reservations at this thing."
Right.
You know what I mean? And I feel like, is it really about dinner? But that's what I feel like it becomes now. It's like, can we get a babysitter? Can we get dinner? Hopefully it's not on a weekend, so it's not super expensive.
Yeah.
You know, that sort of thing.
And honestly, it does become a burden if it's like that. But it would be important if it was a burden to get creative. Right?
So what sort of things would you find to be like would you recommend certain things like outside of maybe just the dinner and, you know, maybe they enjoy a long hug? Like, you know, like beyond that, like.
Well, you don't really have to go out, right? You can just kind of celebrate the whole week. Some people celebrate their birthday for a week. So literally.
I do that. I'm like, I'm birthday month. October is mine. People, it's mine.
February's mine. But you can anticipate, this is our love week. So basically, you know, sending love notes to one another, making out like you're teenagers again, setting up an email account where you just send each other jokes and naked pictures and all the different things that would kind of excite you for the day to come. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I love getting naked pictures. Not on Facebook, though. I don't know you people. Don't send them to me. Blocking my Facebook now.
Or Match.com. Yeah.
I just opened a can of worms in it.
Absolutely.
No pun intended by the word worm. How do you feel about Maury Povich and like the paternity test thing? Do you think that's good for relationships or bad for relationships?
A paternity test?
Have you seen that?
No. Am I wrong?
Audience, should we enlighten her on the Maury Povich paternity
Enlighten
test?
me on Maury
relationship
Povich.
thing? So let me tell you about this. It's a thing.
Okay.
Right? Am I right? Yeah. Okay. This is out of blue for you, and I'm sorry about this. Do you know who Maury Povich is?
I do. He's a talk show host.
Yes, he's
correct?
a talk show host.
Okay.
So he has this thing. See, you have a job. That's how you know that you don't know about this, because it only happens during the
day.
Yes,
right.
Exactly. So he has this thing where people go on to determine if they are or are not the baby's fathers.
Right.
And, you know, it's like, you better step up and, you know, like that.
I've seen this on Jerry
So you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so do you think that's a healthy thing to do on television? Like, if that's your only means of finding out, you know, maybe who your baby daddy is.
What do you think?
I don't know. I've done it twice.
How do you feel?
How do you think I know who my dad is?
I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding, Dad. I'm sorry.
I know. I think it's probably in bad taste. Yeah.
Bad taste?
Yeah.
Okay, so we shouldn't do
I
it on
think
the
that
show.
would be really shocking.
Okay. That was our litmus test. Should we do it on the show or not? San
Definitely
Diego
do it on the
paternity
show,
test.
but
It would get us the ratings.
I mean,
More is not going to live forever.
if you're willing to do it, if you're willing to put your life out there, more to you.
Can you like be the counselor in the back room that's like, it's okay, Jenny.
I don't know if I want to pet.
We're gonna find. I think they hover. They hover. It's okay, Jenny. We'll find out who the baby daddy really is.
Oh goodness.
Okay. Now I feel so bad for asking that question. You're like, what is this? Who is this guy and why?
Oh no, I love you already.
Well, awesome. So is there anything else that we should know? You can tell us Valentine's Day. Good relationship tips, One day when somebody likes me. I'm joking. People,
I like you.
I have at least 2 people who like me. I'm just joking.
Me too.
High five. So, okay, yes. So, no, but like, what's a good, if I was in a relationship now, how can I make it healthier? And without Valentine's Day. What's an everyday Valentine's Day thing?
An everyday Valentine's Day, like I said before, making it a priority.
Okay.
Honestly, long-term relationships, they end up being very predictable and dependable, right?
What does that mean?
So it's built on it, right?
Okay.
Predictability, routine, all of those things. But what ends up happening is it squelches desire. And so what you want to do is create spontaneity and fun within the relationship. And so never lose that creativity. That creativity that you had when you first met your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or your girlfriend. That's what you want to keep going.
So like take them immediately to the warehouse spaghetti factory. You'll never guess where we're going, honey. I want it to be like Joe's Crab Shack too, where it's like a metal table and they just dump the spaghetti on and they give you a fork. That's what I want.
Right.
That would be actually rad though. I would do that.
I would.
You would do that. That would be fun.
Red Lobster,
Yeah, it's
little
not like that
apron.
though. We know that. In Texas, it's much more kosher than that. Okay, that's good advice though. That's good advice. You guys will take that in, do that in your relationships. Spontaneity. So, well, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
You're welcome.
It was awesome. I hope to have you back on. I don't know, we need to do something like that, like a public couples therapy session or something. I'm just joking, you guys. Come on, it's funny.
Public couples yoga therapy session. With touch.
And mosaic sensor signs.
Some people call that X-rated, but
I can't see what's happening. All right, thank you guys. You guys give it up for Katie.
okay.
No, you sit. We're gonna
Sit?
keep you. Yeah,
Oh,
you sit. You're good.
Okay.
When we get back, we are going to have Dr. Seahorse with us. And we'll be back right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Dr. Seahorse! How are you gentlemen doing?
We're doing great.
Yes?
Yeah.
You guys excited for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, there's been a few of them, but I'm excited about this next one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard actually that you guys did one that was pretty cool last year. You guys went to an all-girls school and did were you the only gentleman there?
Yes.
How many ladies were there? I forget.
30, 40?
Yeah. There was
Yeah.
about 40 girls, and so there was like an all-girls school, so I don't think like any dudes were allowed like within 500
Was it a
yards
college
or
or
something.
like
It
a
was a
high-
college.
Wow.
Like,
All
I don't even remember
girls
what state it
college.
was. Somewhere in the middle. And
Middle
there
of
wasn't even
nowhere.
any middle of nowhere. So
Nowhere.
not only were they not allowed to have guys anywhere by them, but I guess it's anything at all. And so when they seen us on Valentine's Day, I don't know, we definitely made their Valentine's Day, I think.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And crazy. But I also heard that it wasn't just like a normal like let's dance on the stage like this. It was a foam party.
Well, Yeah,
That's another story.
that's actually another school.
Oh, that's a different thing.
That's a different
That's a
school.
different
Oh, then I mixed up.
But it was close by there. It was another school,
Yeah.
kind of out
Well,
in the
that's
middle of
rad. So
nowhere.
you guys did another party in a foam, and is that your first foam party?
That was our
Yeah.
very first foam party, and I think that might
Wouldn't
be
have
our,
been
that
mine.
might be our last. But I'm not sure.
What
Yeah.
happened? Did your instruments are they okay? Like everything?
Oh, the stage was soaked. Yeah,
Yeah.
and so all our equipment was definitely cleaned by the end of the show. Yeah, because the bubbles just sort of.
Yeah, our gear was covered with bubbles by the end.
'Cause
There was a wind that was like coming right at us. So all their bubbles were overflowing right onto our stage.
Was everything okay? Like, did any of your electronics get damaged or like?
Well, because we're
Actually,
in
some of
Dr.
mine-
Seahorse, because of our name, it sort of like makes us a little bit waterproof.
Yeah,
I
perfect.
think so.
we actually prefer it. We do better in bubbles because
I
of
love
that.
it. That's good. Scotch Guard is your friend, I'm sure. We're gonna take like a Gatorade picture and just throw it on you later and just see if it's true. Now, Trevor, I heard that you actually were on The Voice recently.
Yes.
Well, actually, I didn't hear. I actually know that for a fact that you were on The Voice.
Okay.
You were on
It seemed
Team
like you were
Blake.
kinda questioning it, and
No,
you're like,
you were on.
I'm gonna
no,
admit.
but how was that?
It was awesome. I mean, 60,000 people auditioned for the season that I made it, which was season 4, which is just recently. And, only 48 can make it on a team. I was one of the 48 out of the 60,000.
Wow.
So it's kind of one of those things where you can be really bummed that you didn't make it to, it's kind of like being bummed out you didn't win the Super Bowl. You're like, you made it to the Super Bowl. And that's I kind of felt positive about it. I felt like, oh my gosh, I've made it here. A chair had turned. A lot of good feedback. I learned a lot about music, learned a lot about just, stuff that I never knew about, just how to be on TV and stuff.
For sure.
I guess maybe I haven't learned yet because I'm still like, I got like bubbles in my mouth from the foam party. Still trying to recover.
Well, it's perfectly normal. But what's not normal is who woke you up from a nap in the middle. I mean, not just not normal, but like I think my mom would have cried if this happened to her. Who woke you up from a nap on The Voice?
So for the TV show The Voice, you sing your blind audition, and then you have to actually record those songs so that they can buy them off of iTunes. And so it was for the battle round. So this is my second time recording the song, and I went to the studio. I think I was like an hour early is when they dropped me off, so I had to wait for my turn. And I was the only one sitting in this small hallway. There's Studio A and Studio B, and there's Studio C, but there's a couch between Studio A and Studio B. And I'm waiting for my turn in Studio B. And meanwhile, in Studio A, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I'm falling asleep on the couch because I've been waiting so long. So I'm asleep on the couch, and there's a couple people like kind of making noise and start talking. And I was like, who's waking me up? Then I hear this voice that's like, well, whatever we do, better not wake up this guy. And I like look, and my eyes like crack open because it woke me up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's Paul McCartney waking me up from my nap. So like I like go up like this, and I just look at him, and I don't say a word because I'm not sure what's going on if I'm still asleep. Like I'm on The Voice, but I have no voice. I'm just, So he literally just...
Did you ever talk to him?
He gave me the look like, it's okay, you can talk to me, and I still didn't do it. and then he's like, okay, and then he just talked to his friend, and they went in the studio.
Wow, that's awesome. Who's jealous? I'm jealous. That's pretty cool. Yeah. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that my mom would have straight up just cried. She would have just screamed, and like the walls and everything, all the foam would have come off, the whole shtick. But you guys, I mean, other than that, I mean, has that really gotten you more fans? Have you had like some really good feedback from your band? I mean, because you guys had to do a big pause in there while you were on the show and everything,
yeah.
and it's a long, drawn-out process. I mean, you audition months and months and months before. You hope you get on the show, and then you find out kind of right before you have to go and everything, right? Is that how it works?
We had I think our season was different than the other seasons because for starters, they switched it up, and instead of CeeLo and Christina Aguilera, they had Shakira and Usher, and then Shakira had a baby, but she was pregnant for the blind auditions, and so we recorded the blind auditions, and then we had to take this big pause because she had to have her baby. I guess the thing just couldn't stay in for any longer. And then we did, then we filmed the next thing. So there was a big long pause. So it felt like just to film the beginning of the show took way longer than it would have if I was on another season. So yeah, I mean, they had me on lockdown for a while, which put our thing on a little pause for a little bit. But it was, it was worth the pause.
But now you guys have a new album out called Go. Mm-hmm. I love the artwork for that. Looks great. And obviously the music. I'm sorry that I just when I hear it, I just picture Go, and it says Dr. Seahorse in little. So it was really cool. I really liked that a lot. So tell us about that. How was recording that album? Where'd you guys do it here? San Diego? Yeah.
Yeah, I do everything in my studio that I built.
Oh, cool.
So he usually comes up with the basic ideas, writing the songs at his studio, and then he comes over and just lays down some basic ideas, and then I build a track around it, and then
doctors it. I always say he doctors it up.
I doctor it up.
You're the doctor. You're the seahorse.
Yes,
exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's what seahorses do, I guess.
I thought they gave birth when they're men.
Kind of like the one clip you showed earlier, the flamingo, I guess.
I know. I don't know what it was. It's Tilda Swinton. That's all it was. So you guys have some upcoming shows too, where other than this, people can come see you. Tell us about that, because I want to go see.
The 28th this month. Are we in? Yes, we are. I'm like in a daze here. The 28th of this month at the Hard Rock Hotel in their what is it? What's the venue name? I think it's it starts with a 2.
Yeah.
217, I believe, but I'm so off with numbers every time. I always show up at the wrong houses
because I'm
dyslexic, so I flip things around.
Yeah.
And 2s or 5s and
207. That sounds right to me.
Are you going to be there?
Yeah. T. Lynn.
You don't want to take credit for that? Okay, sorry.
Thank you guys. So 207. Yeah. 207. So you guys clearly know where the address is over us. We'll be stumbling there. Have you guys played at Hard Rock before?
No, it's our first time.
Cool. And it's a San Diego event?
Yes.
Is that what it is? Awesome. Perfect.
Yeah.
Love those guys.
Yeah, they're
great.
super
So,
supportive. And
that's going to be fantastic for sure. Those have been, actually, I have seen a show there. So yeah, it'll be really good. You guys will have a fun time for sure. And buy them and stuff. And then, so you guys are going to do a couple songs for us tonight. Well, you're going to do a whole set for the audience. So they get a little special treat. And you guys are our final thing going out. I can't believe it's our season finale. Yes. And so we're really excited. You guys have a great sound. You guys excited to see Dr. Seahorse? All right, well, when we get back from this, we will hear a set from Dr. Seahorse. San Diego, give it up for Dr. Seahorse.
We can make the move or we can stay for the ride. Anxious within, what can we hold? Looking for options as we grab our passes. Now we're tossed to and fro. Where do we go when we're feeling hasty? Go when we're facing up high. I know you got the feeling when you don't want to fight, you just want to fight. Have you ever felt trapped by the people you love? 'Cause they show you what you're made of. And it makes you wanna run. Can't bear our souls and reveal that we're undone. Where do we go when we're feeling hasty? Go when we're facing up high. I know you got the feeling when you don't want to fight, you just want to fight. Take it on and go. triggers your brain? What hurts your heart? Where do you turn? Where do you go when you're feeling hasty? Go when your face is looking high. Go, I know you got the feeling when you don't want the back, you just want the back. Take off and go. Go when you're feeling hasty. Go when your face is looking high. Go, I know you got the feeling when you don't want the back, you just want the back. Take off and go. Thank you.
Well, San Diego, it's been an amazing season. Are you excited? I had the best time ever.
It was so fun.
Hope you guys had the best time ever of our lives. You guys, thank you so much. You guys, please give it up for Katie Brooks for being in the house tonight. And of course, Dr. Seahorse for performing tonight, of course, yes. We'll return March 27th. It's every Thursday after that for 6 more Thursdays in our new season, season 2. So thank you guys so much for everyone who spread the word about us, blogged about us, retweeted about us, reposted about us, all that stuff. If you want to like us and follow us and hear updates, please like us on facebook.com/Tonight in San Diego. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Dr. Seahorse!
Serve you better, better. When your hands in mine, I feel love forever, ever. More of me expressing myself to you. Oh, this is how I feel. Oh, this is how I feel. I show you, I adore you. I show you.